Hi, this is Edward Troxel. Recently, there was a question about how can I tell if a child is a parent track? And so we answered that question very quickly, but I decided let's look at the other parent-child information. Is it a parent track? Is it a child track? What level is the parent-child relationship? What is the compositing mode? And so I decided to go ahead and create this little tutorial looking at all the different properties that we can see related to parent-child and a little bit more. And if you want to see more information on how to create a child track, then there is already a tutorial on my site that shows you that, and so you can look that up and find that easily. But let's see what kind of information we can see about the parent-child relationship. Here's the code we're going to look at for this particular script. We start with our myVegas equals Vegas, and then we're going to go through each track, which we call myTrack in myvegas.project.tracks. Then we want to check to see, is this a video track? If this is a video track, then I want to convert this track to a video track. So my video track variable, vTrack, is the video track of my track. Then we need to get all of the different types of information we can from it. IsParent is a Boolean, and we get that from vTrack.isCompositingParent. And this was actually the answer to the person's question. How can we tell, is this a parent track? We can also check to see, is it a child track? And we get that from vTrack.isCompositingChild. Here is the composite level. This really has nothing to do with nesting, but I went ahead and threw it in there anyway, and we have talked about that in a previous tutorial. But it's vTrack.compositeLevel, and I'll explain a little bit more about that one as we run the script. Then we get our composite nesting level. This is the level of our compositing, so we get that from vTrack.compositeNestingLevel. And then we have our composite modes, our regular composite mode, which is vTrack.compositeMode, and then our parent composite mode, which is vTrack.parentCompositeMode. Then I'm creating me a string, which I just called S, with all of this information listed. So we have the track, which is my track.index plus 1, because remember, indexes are 0-based. And then we added +/r/n to get us a new line. And then we're looking at each of the other variables that we looked at up there. So we add the isParent, isChild. Let's go ahead and spell it correctly. Composite level, composite nesting level, the comp mode, and the parent comp mode. And then I'm just doing a messagebox.show s, and it will do that for every track and give us this information for every track in the project. Here's the project I've created. So I have track 1, which is a parent track, and we've changed the compositing mode on it. And then we have track 2, which is a child of track 1, and also changed the compositing mode on it. And then track 3 is a child of track 2. Track 4 is a child of track 2. Track 5 is a child of track 1. And then track 6 is not a child or a parent. So let's look at the information it gives us when we run the script. Okay, if we look at here, it says track 1 is a parent track is true, is a child track is false. The composite level is 1. Composite nesting level is 0. The composite source mode is source alpha. And the parent composite mode is source alpha 3D. For track 2, is a parent track is true. Is a child track is also true. Then we get our composite level is 1. Our composite nesting level is 1. Notice the previous one was 0, so that we are down 1 level now. And the composite mode is multiply, and the parent composite mode is source alpha. For track 3, is a parent track is false. It is not a parent track. It does not have any children. Is a child track is true. Composite level is 1. composite nesting level is 2 because it's 2 levels down now. The composite mode is source alpha, and the parent composite mode is invalid because it is not a parent. Next we have track 4. It also is not a parent track. It is a child track. Its composite level is 1. Its composite nesting level is 2 because it's still 2 levels down from track 1. The composite mode is source alpha, and once again the parent composite mode is invalid because it is not a parent. Here we have track 5. It is not a parent track. It is a child track. And here the composite level is 0.5. If we look at the level, notice it says 50%. So composite level is actually the brightness or opacity of the track, not related to nesting. The composite nesting level is 1. The composite mode is source alpha, and once again it is not a parent, so its parent composite mode is invalid. And then we have track 6. Is it a parent track? False. Is it a child track? False. Composite nesting level, once again it is full opacity, so it's 1. The composite nesting level, it is back at the far left again, so its nesting level is 0. The composite mode is source alpha, and it is not a parent, so the parent composite mode is invalid. So as you can see, there's a lot of information we can get about the parent-child relationship, and we can actually tell what the compositing mode is. We can tell how deep of a level it is from the initial parent. And so the first track was level 0. The second, track 2 in our case, was level 1. Track 3 was at level 2. And we could have kept having additional children beyond that. So the level will tell you how far down from the far left is this track. And then we can tell the composite modes for both the regular track and the parent mode, if it is a parent. So I hope you find this information useful. Let me know what you'd like to see, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Please sign up at www.jettv.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.